and preparing for battle. Each guy with his own approach to getting ready for what should be an excellent matchup. Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. We'll hear from reporter Allie LaForce in a moment. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for him.
And it's not the kind of trend he wanted to see, but that's what happens over the course of almost any career. Coaches around the league have learned all your tendencies, and let's face it, playing for as long as he has takes a toll on the body.
Now let's check out the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Davis, and it's Thornton in at the 5 down low. And for the Timberwolves, and it's Mayo in at the center position, locking down the middle. Grant, two teams with very high hopes for the postseason. This should be a fantastic matchup.
You know, B.A., I've had this one circled on my calendar. Both sides have talent. They're exciting. You know, it's the kind of game that could come down to the last shot.
Here's Knight. Against Toronto, he was really on his game. Here's Morrison. No good on the 3. Here's Hicks. Parker defending. Davis probing. Pass to Thornton. There's the triple. McNeil, that's good.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
To the wing, right side. Good ball movement here by Minnesota. McCoy, the pass to Knight. The 3 is up. They get it again. Fires from deep. On target from range.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
Pass to Graham. The 3. Here's McNeil. They set the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Thornton. And a missed layup.
No matter how good you are, it's tough with the defender draped all over them.
Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
What he might lack in height at the 4 spot, he makes up for it with his burst.
Pass to Hicks. Here's McNeil. And he's been a big part of their offense, averaging more than 18 points a game. Davis down low with the fadeaway, and he buries his first look.
Ooh, tough to stop once he gets inside. He's a beast.
Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Knight. The rebound by McNeil.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Left side, Graham. With the teardrop. And he gets the bucket. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Parker outside. Pass to Mayo. Here's Knight. Just 3 to shoot. He drops it from range.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Back to Graham. Here's Hicks. 8 points in his last time out. For 3. And Graham, good for 3. Graham's got 5 points.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
Here's Knight. He's got 5 from the arc. That won't fall. He's just 2 of 5 in this one. And the Wolves still seeking their first title, Clark.
Yep, the Lakers won 5 championships when they played in Minneapolis, BA, way in the day. The Timberwolves joined the league in 1989, and they're still trying to bring another basketball title to the city.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
And, you know, those second-chance opportunities can be game-changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does. That's the advantage of playing inside out.
The Nets with a lead. Pass to Hicks. Back to Graham. Banked it in off the glass. Parker outside. Out to the wing. Pass to McCoy. Just 5 to shoot. From downtown, Brooklyn pulls it in. And this is the first season matchup for them against Minnesota.
We see these teams face off only twice a year. Last year, each won.
Really easy to tell that this is an important game. I mean, I don't know if the crowd will get a chance to take a breath in this one.
And the shot's good.
And you know he's finishing when he gets that close. Count it.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. He's checked in for Brooklyn. And now with a break, here are the best passing teams in the NBA so far. Number 5, the Timberwolves.
The passing on this team is very strong. They really move the ball, and you can see it in the assist numbers.
The Nets have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. Outside Davis. Misses the 3. The Timberwolves trail. McCoy, the pass to Knight. Here's Mayo. Here's McCoy. A steady force on their offense. Recording around 14 and a half a game.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Here's McNeil. His last outing, he had 20. Pass to Graham. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
And at 4 or 5 now, a nice start. I mean, he looks ready to make an impact offensively. So far, so good.
Here's Knight. Here's Morrison. Last game, 26 points for him. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time.
When you send somebody like him to the line, it's pretty much easy money.
Outside Davis. Outside Ross. Pass to Davis. To the right side. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Graham for three. It's rebounded by Knight. Minnesota has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
You know, this early scoring is as much about the lackluster defense as it is about either team's offense.
To the middle. Oh, it's stolen. Here's Morrison. He's got 5. Pass to Reynolds. Three-pointer. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
Substitution on the court.
Pass to Davis. Back to Graham. Here's McNeil. Davis, a screen. McNeil, that's good. McNeil's got his second basket of the night.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Dixon. Coming off a 12-point gain. Here's Morrison. Pass to Reynolds. 5 on the clock. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's McNeil. He has 6. Graham, the pass to Fields. Back to Graham. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Davis from long range. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Pass to Reynolds. Here's Mayo. Here's Morrison. He's got 5. Reynolds nails it from beyond the arc. Reynolds has got 6.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to McNeil. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Minnesota leading by 3. Here's Morrison. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game. Here's Reynolds. Over Graham. Another one falls for Minnesota.
And they keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Here's Fields. He played a great game against New Orleans. Over to the wing. Here's McNeil. Graham for three. Kept alive. On the money with a shot from the left block.
Boy, his activity on the glass so valuable to this team.
A minute 15 left in the first quarter here. Pass to Reynolds. Here's Morrison. He's got 5. Three-pointer. The rebound by the Nets. Thornton's got 6 rebounds now in the game. It's Ross on the wing. Graham for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Adrian. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball. Really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Here's Field. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Here's Morrison. Drops in the 3. Morrison's got 8, and so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped him build an advantage. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before Timberwolves.
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
And you know what? That's what...
Power is home! Oh, wow! Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Here's McCoy. Three-pointer off the mark. Nets trail by 4. It's Ross on the wing. Pass to Barkley. And here's Ross. Here's Fields. The 17-footer. He squares up and sinks it. Fields has gotten his second bucket.
Defenses nowadays try to protect the rim and the three-point line, so the mid-range is usually available.
Here's Reynolds. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Hernandez. There's the 3. Rebound Brooklyn. Thornton's got rebound number 7 tonight. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Left side Ross. Pass to Cummings. Here's the 3. Rebound Minnesota. Next up on the schedule, the Nuggets. A home game. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. Here's Malone. There's a screen. McCoy. From outside, off the mark. For Brooklyn, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Pass to Ross. And he hits it to tie the game. Ross has got his second bucket of the night.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
And Minnesota calls time here. Timberwolves making a change here. Parker's checked in. Well, Clark, players sometimes talk about the game slowing down as they gain experience.
Well, it's the benefit of experience, understanding situations, having gone through various situations as you get more engaged in the league over time. The more you understand where you're supposed to be, usually you can get there on time or early, and you're more reactive versus thinking.
Perfect night so far, 2 for 2. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. To the left side wing. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Fields has got 6.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Brooklyn trailing. To the inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Give him 8.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
Parker outside. The 3 hits the trifecta. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Ross. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Parker left side. Here's a floater. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Here's Dixon. No points so far. Parker with it. Shot clock at 6. They set the pick. Launches a 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's Ross. Oh, he gets it to go. So far, he can't miss. He's 4 for 4.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Timeout called, the Timberwolves. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
change it up. With only one game left, let's take a peek at how the final seedings could look in the West. You look at the Timberwolves holding down the 6th spot right now in the middle of this conference.
You know, for Minnesota, they gave it their all this year, putting themselves in great position moving into the playoffs. They are geared up and ready to go.
Pass to McCoy. Here's Morrison. Snatched away. Ross passes to Davis. Davis drawing the double team. Outside Ross. Now here's Graham. Outside Ross. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Pass to Morrison. Tipped. Goes back up. And it's good on the layup. Morrison's got 10. Nets trail by 4. Here's Hicks. Pass to Thornton. 6 to shoot. Graham for 3. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
Nice bounce pass. That's just good fundamental basketball.
Here's Knight. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. 13 points in the game. The Nets have gone 8 of 11 in the second quarter. Pass to Hicks. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. Here's Davis. Back to Ross. 4-3. It's rebounded by Knight. The Timberwolves lead by 4. Here's Morrison. Here's Dixon, guarded by Ross. Here's Knight. He's got 13. The open shot by Parker. And the jumper from the wing offline.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Outside Ross. Pass to Thornton. Back to Ross. Davis from long range. Another miss. He's 1 for 4 from the field.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Here's Graham. Pass to Hicks. And here's Ross. Beyond the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. Ross has got 11 here in the quarter alone.
He's had an amazing quarter, and they're still trailing. Hard to believe that. Yeah, doing exactly what he had to do right there to make sure he wasn't going to get flushed on or Instagram.
Minnesota shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
And he knocks down the first one. It's both from the stripe. Now here's Graham. He had 25 points in his last game. Pass to Ross. Up top, Davis. Back to Ross. And the Nets, another 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Here's Knight. 17 points in the game. And he's off from 17. Here's Hicks. Parker defending. Pass to Davis. Now here's Ross. Back to Davis. Here's Hicks. Ram for three. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. The 2K leaderboard highlights the top scorers since the All-Star break. So both teams changing it up here. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 from outside in the second quarter. There's a screen. Pass to McCoy. The shot from 20 feet out. Yes, on the jumper. And the Timberwolves lead by 4. Brooklyn has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Here's McNeil. Outside Davis. Four on the clock. McNeil, that's good. McNeil's got 12 points in the game.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Pass to McCoy. Again, the Timberwolves score. Nets trail by 3. And here's Graham. Outside Davis. Pass to McNeil. Graham for 3. They get it back. Another shot. Goes up again. It's tipped.
He has not been at his most efficient this quarter.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Parker. Yep, that one's good. And now a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
He's lifting up this team with his offensive output. What a big-time quarter for him.
Graham up top. He's got 12. Good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Graham's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, even if they anticipated the step back coming, the defense didn't offer a ton of resistance.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Minnesota up 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome to our 2K Sports studio. The Brooklyn Nets find themselves in quite a battle here tonight.
The bench has stepped up to where I could see a couple of those guys closing out this game.
Yeah, we'll see how the second half goes, but they may have earned that right, given the way they came in and changed things.
And moving on to some awards, these are the 2 players of the week in their respective conferences. Let's talk about our winner from the Western Conference.
He's been doing big things down in the paint, using his size and power to just flatten out the competition, outworking anyone who tries to challenge him. This is what I like to see.
There's really not much more you can ask for from your big man.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Nets trail by 3. And it's Parker in at the 2 spot. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Pass to Davis. Here's Hicks. Shoots from 12. Graham, that's good. Graham's got 16 points.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Minnesota shooting incredibly well, 63%, and really making their shots count. Gets the 3 ball to go.
He is on one right now, carrying the offense. Just keep finding it.
Here's Thornton. Deflected. Here's Morrison. Parker outside. Pass to Morrison. The 3 is up. And again, it's Minnesota with a 3.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
Here's Hicks. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. It's Graham on the wing. Hits yet again. Wow!
And this is all you need to know about the year he's having. He's coming up on the single-season franchise scoring record.
And when he does get there, I bet it's a long time until someone matches him.
I really like how he's playing tonight, taking good, smart shots, playing his game.
Pass to McNeil. Now here's Davis. Top of the key. That one falls. Davis has got his 2nd basket on the night.
A nice start to the 3rd. 3 out of 4, and looking good doing it.
Here's Knight. Parker outside. Minnesota needs to get off a shot. Here's Morrison. Ooh, good D by Graham.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
Jacks up a 3. And it's McCoy with a rebound. McCoy's got 4 rebounds now. Parker right side. They set the pick. Pass to Knight. Fires the 3. Oh, that's his 8th make of the game. He's only missed 4 so far.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Timeout called. Brooklyn. Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
Over his last 10 games, his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better. He looks very confident from deep. There's no doubt he's got the green light to shoot from his coaching staff.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the 3rd here. Pass to Davis. Back to Graham. Here's Hicks. 5 to shoot. Davis, the pass to Graham. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Graham's got 22.
And that bucket from beyond the arc puts them within reach. He's really been putting that shot to work.
You bet he has. I mean, working overtime. The triple's been his bread and butter in this ball game. Nothing but butter. Sweet butter. You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Pass to Thornton. And there's another one for Brooklyn. And Minnesota with possession here. The lead is 2. Now Parker. He's got 14. Here's Morrison. That's his 6th make in 11 tries.
You cannot shoot the ball much better than he is right now.
Nets trail by 4. Pass to McNeil. Now here's Davis. Launches it. Offensive rebound. Thornton. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity.
Here's McCoy. Nice move. Shot blocked. Here's McNeil. He's got 12. Pass to Hicks. There's Davis with the 3. And it's McCoy with a rebound. McCoy's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Morrison. 17 points in the game. Over Graham. And he knocks it now in the second half.
He desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Graham for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Mayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Now here's Parker. Tight defense on him. Pass to Knight. Here's Morrison. Back to Parker from outside the arc. Rebound Brooklyn. Thornton's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. And here's Davis. Fires from deep. Drains the triple. Davis has got 7 points.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Pass to Knight. Here's McCoy. From behind the arc. Thornton pulls it in. Thornton's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight.
Not the best shooting night for him, but luckily his teammates have picked him up.
Davis a screen. Here's McNeil. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from downtown here in the second half. McCoy, the pass to Parker. Here's Mayo. Still no points. It's stolen away. Pass to Graham for the lead. And yep, it's good. And the Nets lead by 1. Incredible game. This lead has been exchanged 8 times.
Tremendous show of will and resilience on both sides.
Here's Knight. Here's Morrison. 19 points in the game. They set a pick. Here's McCoy. Minnesota again missing.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
And here's Graham. He's got 26. Puts up a 3. And Davis gets it to go on the assist from Graham. And now a 4-point Nets lead.
Finally starting to dial in from range. That's his 2nd this half.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. making substitutions here. And coming back from the All-Star break, these are the squads that are filling it up from downtown. Number 1, the Nets. The Timberwolves second.
Since midseason, we've seen fireworks from both clubs. But what really stands out is their accuracy from deep.
Here's Reynolds. Give him 8 points now. Pass to McCoy. 6 on the shot clock. They set the pick. They need this. Knocks it down from distance. McCoy's got 9.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first period. He finally drains one.
Outside Davis. Here's Thornton. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 5 assists in the game. Here's Reynolds. Big-time contributor on offense. Just over 22 points a game. Pass to Morrison. Here's Reynolds. And stolen by Graham. Mayo with a rebound. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Morrison. 19 points in the game. Knight, the pass to McCoy. There's a screen for the tie. Rebounded by the Nets. Here's McNeil. He's got 12. Pass to Davis. Good on the shot. Now it's a 5-point Brooklyn lead.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
Good ball movement here by Minnesota. 1:52 left in the third. Morrison's shot is good.
He's been excellent in this period. Even though they're down, he's keeping them close.
Pass to Graham. The low post is good. Graham's got 14 points now in the second half.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Pass to Knight. Here's Morrison. 5 on the clock. From about 16, the rebound by Ross. Nets leading by 5. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter. Graham for 3. Mayo with a rebound. Mayo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Reynolds. Here's Morrison. Here's McCoy. He's got 9. Shot from 16. Morrison misses. Brooklyn shooting a terrific 58% from the floor. Here's McNeil. And the three-pointer goes. McNeil's got 15 points.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Minnesota again missing. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be right back with you shortly. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for the Nets as we get the fourth quarter going. And it's Graham in at the point guard position. Here's Morrison. The three-pointer off the mark. Brooklyn leading by 8. Outside Graham. And good! There's another!
He's done it. A new single-season franchise scoring record. Great accomplishment from him in what's been a fantastic year.
It's been a season for the ages for him, and one that'll go down in the history of this franchise. Pass to Woodson.
Minnesota foul. Remember, first personal foul. First team foul.
And we played through about a minute here in the fourth. Here's Graham. It's blocked. Here's Reynolds. Driving to the basket. Kicks it out to Parker. Pass to Morrison. Shot clock at 6. Here's Reynolds. Lets the three fly. Sinks it from distance.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Here's Graham. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Here's Morrison. Pass to Parker. From the elbow. Drained it for 2 points.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
Oh, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Brooklyn, no good that time either.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Pass to Morrison. This one for 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Timeout Nets. Hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Graham with it. Pass to Hicks. Now Ross. Clock at 6. Here's Fields. And the 17-footer goes down. And the Nets lead by 4. Here's Reynolds. Pass to Hernandez. Here's Reynolds. Over Graham. Reynolds' shot is off.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Here's Fields. Drops in the layup for two. And it's a 6-point Nets lead.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
Here's Morrison. Woodson with a rebound. Pass to Fields. Here's Hicks. And again, it's Brooklyn. Timberwolves call timeout.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Substitution on court.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Here's Reynolds. To the paint.
First team foul.
Here's McCoy. Here's Parker. Count that one. He's 8 for 10 from the field now.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Outside Davis. And they recover it. Here's McNeil. Pass to Cummings. Shot clock at 5. And he lobs it up to the rim. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleek.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Left side, Davis. From about 16, tried to bank it in, but it misses. Timberwolves trail by 8. The three, counted from distance. Reynolds has got 6 in the quarter.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
You know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
He shoots. Davis hits.
After a quiet first half, he's really turned it on.
The Timberwolves have got 5 out of 10 shots to drop here in the final quarter. Here's Knight. Pass to Mayo. Here's McCoy. That three's off the mark.
It pains me to say it, but he's hurting his team right now. Apparently, he still has the green light because he's jacking it up.
Here's McNeil. Left side, Davis. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Knight's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Reynolds. Pass to Knight. Cash. He's 9 for 14 in the game.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Here's Hicks. From deep. Sinks the tray. Hicks has got 5 points in the quarter.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Pass to Knight. To the inside. Here's Reynolds. Blocked. They retain possession. Kicks it out to Parker. There's the triple. Brooklyn pulls it in. Thornton's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Pass to McNeil from the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Reynolds. Lets it fly. The rebound by McNeil. McNeil's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now here's Davis. Let's go with a 3. And Parker pulls it down.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
Stolen by Davis. And here comes the break. Here's McNeil.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Brooklyn?
Well, picking all the low-hanging fruit, defenses these days want to concede the mid-range, and they're happy to take it.
And another thing they've been exceptional at is their passing. On-target ball movement has gotten them a lot of assists tonight.
Brooklyn making a switch here. Rams checked in.
Make some noise.
The first free throw is good. And so he makes both from the line. Timberwolves trail by 10. Fires the 3. The triple drops.
He made 3 triples in the first half, 3 more since then. Tell you what, you can't shake your head at that.
Here's Thornton. Davis outside. Just 5 to shoot. From downtown. Knocks down the trifecta.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Parker outside. Jacks up a 3. Cleared away by Davis. Nets leading by 10. Outside Grant. Floats one up. Yes, sir! Count it!
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Yes, sir! That one's good!
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game, but consider my doubts disappeared.
Brooklyn has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Here's Hicks. Tosses it up. Ooh, it doesn't go. Timberwolves trail by 9. Here's McCoy. From deep. That misses.
He's been tremendous at corralling misses all night long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
Beyond the arc. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I'll tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Parker outside. Ooh, using 2 hands to power it down. So we see the Nets taking the W here. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that about does it for the final game of the NBA regular season. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now our player of the game.